The twin moons of Thera 9 hung low over the wastelands, their light trembling through the storm clouds that churned like wounded beasts. The wind screamed across the dunes, carrying the taste of iron and ash. Inside a small metal hut, rusted and lonely in the endless wild, a human waited. My name is Captain Elias Vorn, ex-Terran Ranger. Now just a man stranded at the edge of known space, surviving storms that could melt steel, collecting data no one will ever read. For weeks, I'd heard nothing from command. No voices, no signals, only the storm, and the silence that comes before madness. Until that night, when something knocked on my door. At first, I thought it was the wind. Then it came again. Harder, heavier, desperate. I took my rifle, stepped to the hatch, and opened it. And that's when I saw them. 5 figures stood in the rain, tall, graceful, dangerous. Their armor smoked where the acid rain had eaten through the plates. Their eyes glowed faint blue beneath dripping hoods. Virellian Huntresses, warriors from the Dominion frontier, predators. Their leader stepped forward, voice low and metallic through my visor. Shelter. Now. Storm kills. I didn't argue. I stepped aside. They entered my hut like ghosts. When I sealed the door behind them, I heard one of them whisper softly, just enough for my translator to catch. I saw him first. Mine. The others laughed quietly, the sound like predators, amused by a wounded animal. I ignored it, or at least I tried to. Hours passed. The storm howled on. The huntresses sat in silence, their eyes fixed on the heater's glow. That's when I noticed one of them lying apart from the others, younger, trembling, her leg half dissolved by acid. I reached for my med kit, but the leader snapped, "Leave her." She slowed us. I froze. The others didn't even look her way. "She's dying," I said. "Not our concern," the leader replied coldly. Something in me broke then. Maybe it was instinct. Maybe it was the last bit of humanity left in me. But I couldn't just stand there. I knelt beside the fallen huntress. The leader's shadow fell over me. "You move, you die." I looked up at her, calm and steady. "Then you'll have to kill me first." Silence filled the hut. Even the storm seemed to pause. Then she turned away. She didn't stop me. That night, I saved the alien girl everyone else had given up on, and in her eyes, I saw something strange, something almost human. When dawn came, the storm had passed. We left together, the huntresses and I, to find their crashed skimmer before Dominion patrols did. We crossed the plains beneath twin suns. The air shimmered with heat, the horizon cracked with lightning. Then the sky erupted. Dominion dropships. Their plasma fire tore the earth apart around us. The huntresses moved like shadows through smoke and flame. But Lyra, the one I'd saved, stumbled. I carried her, heart pounding, lungs burning. Behind us, one of her sisters turned to fight, buying us seconds at the cost of her life. Her scream echoed as plasma light swallowed her whole. Lyra looked back, her voice shaking. "She died because of me." "No," I said, running through fire. "She died because they started this war." She met my eyes. "You fight like one of us, human." "Maybe I already am," I told her. We reached the wreck, half buried in sludge. Inside, among the ruins of metal and blood, I found Dominion data cores, encrypted files marked Operation Purity. I cracked them open, and what I saw made my stomach turn. They were purging entire bloodlines, hybrid children born of humans and other species, experimenting on them, erasing them. Lyra stared at the data in silence. "They call us abominations." Her voice broke, and suddenly, it all made sense. She wasn't fully Virellian. She was half human. I looked at her, her silver skin reflecting the dim light, her eyes full of fear. "They'll burn me if I'm found," she whispered. "Not while I'm breathing," I said. For the first time, she smiled. We took shelter in the ruins of an ancient temple, carved with glowing runes that pulsed faintly in the dark. The huntresses formed a circle, chanting low, their voices echoing through the stone. Lyra stepped toward me with a small silver blade. "The hunt binds soul to soul," she said. "If we fight together, we link together." She cut her palm. I did the same. When our blood touched, the world exploded in light. I saw her memories, her pain, her joy, her loneliness, the cages, the experiments, the fire, and through it all, her heartbeat, strong and defiant. Our minds merged, our thoughts became one, and in that shared silence I heard her whisper inside my head, "You are mine." The next day, the Dominion returned. Their ships filled the sky, led by Admiral Corin himself, the Butcher of Tyria Prime. His voice thundered over the comms. "Return the hybrid, or I burn this world to ash." The huntresses readied their weapons. I stood beside them. "We're not giving her up," I said. "You dare defy the Dominion?" he roared. I raised my rifle. "I defy monsters." The sky burned with fire. The ruins shook with thunder. Lyra's power surged, arcs of energy crackling from her body, her eyes glowing like molten stars. I felt her strength flow through me through the bond. Human will, alien energy, one heartbeat. We struck as one. Her lightning, my rifle. Drop ships exploded mid-air, burning like falling suns. Corin charged through the flames in his exosuit, his blade glowing red. I met him head-on, steel against fury. We fought among the ruins, the sound of metal and rage filling the air. And when I finally drove my knife beneath his armor, I whispered, "This is for every soul you erased." Then, silence. The storm was gone. Only the sound of rain, clean, for the first time in years. When it was over, the Dominion was broken. The huntresses buried their fallen beneath the twin moons. Lyra stood beside me, her hand in mine. "The pack will rebuild," she said softly. "And you?" I asked. "I will stay. If you will have me," I smiled. "You already marked me once, remember?" She laughed, quiet, beautiful, real. Months passed. Thera 9 began to heal. The storms faded, the soil turned green again. Lyra and I built a home near the Silver Lakes. We raised a child, her eyes like stars, her heart fierce as her mother's. Sometimes, when the night winds whisper through the valleys, I still hear Lyra's voice in my mind, soft, warm, eternal. "I saw you first, and I always answer, and I'll see you last." 2 moons above. 1 world reborn. And the story of a human and a huntress who proved love could survive even the storm.